These dumbbells feel super heavy right now. So I already pre-exhausted with some lateral raises and some rear delt flies. So we're just gonna get straight into some shoulder press here. I don't know how many reps I'm gonna get, but we're trying to do about 4 sets here. All right. I really hate that these hundreds feel so heavy right now. It's like they're moving okay, but in terms of how I feel, because I'm so tired, they just feel so heavy even though they're moving well. But anyways. I was gonna do 12, but never mind. I got 2 more sets to do, so. And I don't have the most energy right now, so I want to reserve that to get 2 more. Yeah, so this workout's an extra tough one because, like I said in previous videos, most of my workouts are fasted, and last night I didn't get much sleep, and yesterday was a hectic day because I was on the track, and then yesterday was a big back day, so that's a lot of stress in the nervous system, right? So yeah, I'm just doing the best I can. So this workout's a lot of mental, right? Because physically, it's not there. Even my eyes right now, they're bloodshot as heck because I didn't get enough sleep and I'm just tired. But, you know. All right, so it's gonna be my last set here. Then we're gonna get into some accessory work. Now that we're done our compound movement, we're gonna get into some lateral raises. And so, quick tip with lateral raises is that you can cheat and use a bit of momentum with these. But one thing to keep in mind is that you wanna make sure that you maintain proper engagement to limit spinal flexion. So what I mean by that is that if you're gonna cheat with this, try not to cheat by moving along the spine so much, that mid-back. Think about bracing your core and think about hinging and moving along the hips. So same way, if you go do a squat or deadlift, you wanna focus on hinging at the hips, right? So brace your core and focus more so, if you, when you're cheating up and down, think about moving along the hip instead of flexing along the back like this, right? So if I'm gonna be here, core tight, I wanna move along my hip instead of along my back like this right here. 2 different things, right? So keep that in mind when you guys do lateral raises, okay? I think that was 16, but I meant to do 15. I'm only doing 3 sets of these. And this set, because 30, I'm using 30, it's pretty light. I should have gone heavier, so we're gonna try and do 20 reps here. 14, 6 more. Engage your core first and then go. All right, so we're about to do some unilateral bent over rear delt flies. And these are good, especially if you're someone that if you have more range of motion in one shoulder than the other, and you want to, and you want to make sure you hit your rear delts effectively. Sometimes you have to do movements unilaterally to help make sure that they get worked evenly. Because right, for most people, if you're trying to retract your shoulders, one shoulder is going to go back more while one sits more in the front. Right, so if you can isolate, right, one at a time, the side that's weak, it will give you a little bit more focus and a bit more energy to make sure your rear can force and get maximum range on that weak side. So it's a great way to bridge that gap. Typically, if you're doing bilateral movements, like a face pull, right, you're kind of locked in a set position. So the rear delt that's dominant, it's always going to be getting more load, and it's always going to be getting more work. So it's going to be, you're going to have that lopsidedness, or even if you think about your shoulder, how some people, you have one shoulder that looks like it's more round than the other. It could be for some reason like that, right? Because you can't get proper engagement of the rear deltoid, that shoulder can't get that fully round look that you're looking for, all right? So try to do, some unilateral rear delt work to help bridge that gap there. So that's what we're gonna be doing here. Whew. That's tough. All right, one last exercise, some lateral raises, just to burn out, and then we're done. Okay, so if you guys will notice with my lateral raises, I'm leaning, right, and I'm slightly angled like this. The reason being is that, on the way down, which is the most important eccentric portion, you have the weight and gravity fighting against you more because you're leaning, right? So if you really focus on controlling the weight on the way down, the weight gets much heavier on the way down, obviously, right? So as you fight to control that, you get a much better activation on that medial deltoid there. So that's why I'm trying this leaning position here. And I find that, again, the delt has to work that much harder because I'm leaning, right? So that's why I lean a little bit here. So I go up, and then on the way down, I have to really fight to control it, right? So, game changer. Yeah, this variation, these reps catch up to you very fast. Because again, because of that insane control in the eccentric portion, right? It's equivalent to doing like one rep is just equivalent. It's like feels like it's the equivalent of doing like 5.